The way we use outdoor space has certainly evolved over the past 2 years. In fact, outdoor living has never had a brighter moment in the spotlight. So if you're looking to spruce up your outdoor space this summer, we have home expert and host of Housesmarts TV and Radio, Lou Manfredini, here to show us how. Lou, you're a vision of summer freshness. How are you?
Well, I'm trying to bring that beautiful outdoors because, I think for a lot of us, right, certainly the past couple of years, we've spent more time outside, and that outdoor space has become even more important. I'll argue that for many of us, our favorite room in the house is the outdoor deck or patio, whatever you may have outside.
Or fireplace for some of us. I mean, I grew up, I had a fireplace. When I wanted to escape my crazy family, that's where I went. But point well taken. A lot of us are spending time outside. So what is the most important thing to consider when you're trying to zhuzh up or spruce up that outdoor space?
There's a big push right now for people building outdoor decks. And I think when it comes to outdoor decks, you've got two considerations. Obviously, the design and the materials that you choose. Today, I want to talk a little bit about Trex decking because they're really the leader and the innovator that has come into composite decking, right? It is low maintenance. It is way, the composite deck that you see here is going to look as beautiful 20 years from now as it does the day you put it down. Now, a lot of people initially choose wood, right? Because initially that might be less expensive. But when you think about the life cycle of that deck and the constant maintenance, and every few years you have to stain it, and you see that the wood breaks down. It isn't the rain that kills the wood, it's the sunlight and the heat, and it cracks. And so that maintenance over time ends up costing you more. And you end up having to replace the deck much sooner than you would, say, with the Trex line, and in particular their Transcend line. And it's also a really good eco-friendly option.
Well, that's what I was going to say. First of all, point well taken. The splinters that I once got on my deck were not fun.
Oh, yeah.
They are not cute.
Right.
And you go outside, you want to be barefoot. You don't want to have to worry about what you're going to step on. But you talk about the lifespan.
Right.
Tell us about why so many people like Trex products, because it seems like a no-brainer.
Well, so I think part of it is the fact that they were the inventor and the creator of this category. And it is eco-friendly, and it's evolved over the years, right? I actually was one of the first builders. I'm from the Chicago area, and I was one of the builders. I'm old enough to say that in the late 80s, I started building with Trex decking. And back then, you could have it in any color as long as it was gray. And now it has evolved. And as I mentioned, they're eco-based, right?
Yeah.
So think about all the consumer plastic waste, grocery bags, the pallet wraps that go around pallets. They take all of this and they create these beads, the raw materials that then become the beautiful composite deck boards. And what they do is they extrude this out, and now they have a shell over the top, like a turtle. So this shell that you see, that's the color, the pattern, the graining, is part of the board. They have a grooved one that they just showed, which gives you the hidden fasteners, which is my favorite, or they have a solid board. The idea behind these boards, though, is the fact that your imagination when it comes to the design options that you could do is wide open. You can do anything with it. You can bend it, you can shape it, you can use multiple boards to create different colors. And now they have a brand new option. This is their new Lineage line, which they have a Rainier, it's an airy mountain gray on the bottom, and then Biscayne, it's kind of this light coastal brown. It's engineered with this heat mitigating technology, and it reflects the sun, so it keeps the boards cooler. Rooftop deck, you live in a lot of rain, you get nor'easters. The Trex deck isn't going to care. It's all backed by a 25-year limited warranty, residential fade, staining, and right now, because lumber prices have come up a little bit, you'll see that pricing is comparable, but the difference is 25 years from now, as I mentioned, that deck is going to look exactly the same. And also, when you go to sell the house, this is something that makes a listing sheet. No cracking, no warping, no checking, no staining, soap and water cleanup, and you will have the most beautiful deck in the neighborhood.
Lou, like Trex, you and I are not aging. So in 25 years, when we do this again, we will look exactly the same way, and that's what a Trex deck will do for you. You have been so
I'm going to give you a big Zoom kiss.
Thank you so much. This has been a treat. These are great ideas to help us up our game for summer outdoor gatherings. And if you would like to find the perfect deck for you, head to Trex.com.